Hey, fellow actors, it's Michael Kostroff. A different day, a different facial situation. I'm growing this for a job. I have had a lot of people writing to me, very confused because I keep popping up in different places on these videos. I am, whenever you're watching this, does not coordinate with when I filmed it. This is like some weird Back to the Future space time continuum weird thing. But chances are, whenever you're watching this, I filmed it months ago. So right now I'm in New York. I don't know where I'll be next, but that's why you've been seeing me in Sacramento and LA, and with a mustache, without a mustache, etc. Um, so today I want to sort of talk about those occasional auditions that are just yicky. No matter how much we try, they do happen. I got a call from a friend of mine the other day asking for my advice. Here was the audition that she had that made her feel yucky. So she was the last one on the list of appointments, and they basically forgot about her. They forgot she was there, and it wasn't until the receptionist came out to sort of lock up that she realized my friend was still there. The casting director came out as if nothing had gone wrong and just said, "Oh yeah, come on in," and auditioned her, which I think was nice and respectful, and that was that. Clearly, they had seen who they wanted and made their choice before then. So my friend felt really bad about being forgotten, and felt disrespected, and felt. Well, the reason she called me was she wanted to know, should she have done something different. The reality of the situation is, I think it was an unfortunate situation. The casting director made a mistake. They were disorganized, and probably he felt embarrassed and didn't want to acknowledge it, so he just brought her in and put her on tape to avoid the embarrassment. But my friend was left with this residual, this residual feeling. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. Listen, I've said many times that I fail my class on a regular basis. For the two of you who don't know, I teach a class called Audition Psych 101 that's about the psychology of auditioning and how we manage it mentally. I've been doing it for almost 15 years, and even still, I screw up. And I'm so glad when I get to teach my class, because I remind myself what I teach. And I go, oh yeah, I got to do that. So it happens to me, and that's important for you to know that. Even the guy who teaches the psychology of auditioning, it's important for you to know. So that you're not too hard on yourself. A couple of months ago, I'm not proud of this story, but I failed my class. I went on an audition, and they were spending a lot of time with the people before me, and it was for a Broadway show, and I always get more nervous because I haven't done any Broadway shows. So when I went in, they processed me through very quickly, and I fell right off the cliff. And I was depressed for days, and I felt disrespected, and I felt untalented and worthless, and like maybe I'm just not cut out for Broadway. I went through all that. I put myself through the whole nonsense. Now, I don't usually ask for feedback, and that's a subject of another video. But I asked my manager to get feedback because I knew that the feedback was not going to be as bad as what I imagined, which is Michael Kostroff has no talent and will never be seen by this office again. Of course, what it was that they had decided I wasn't the right type. They knew it from the door, and so they didn't want to waste anyone's time, which is perfectly acceptable. But I felt really bad. So here's the thing. First of all, it's normal, and there are a couple of things that we do that compound the bad feeling. One is beating ourselves up for feeling that way and feeling like, you should be a professional, you should shake it off, you should move on. Well, there's not much value in that. And the other is this obsessive thinking of, what should I have done differently? Most of the time in these situations, there wasn't anything else you could do. It just kind of didn't go right. Didn't feel good. And that's okay. And you'll process through it. You'll get out the other side, but I think you'll do that more quickly if you're not manically analyzing what you do. Like my friend said, should I tell my agent? Should I tell the cast? And I said, no, nothing really went. Nobody wronged you. They didn't disrespect you. It just kind of went in a way. And it was the same with mine. So I hope you never have those auditions, but auditioning's hard, and we put ourselves out there, and every once in a while, it gets to you. And so when that happens, when it's awkward or weird, I'm not talking about when somebody's abusive, because first of all, that rarely happens. But if it does, then maybe there's something you should do about that. But that's different. This is just ooh. Um, and when it's an ooh audition, um, I mean ooh like gross, not ooh like ooh. Uh, you should don't overthink it. Don't overthink it. Let it suck for a few days, and pick yourself up and walk right back into the battle. Um, okay, now I hope I am going to do this the right way. Over here, I believe, you can subscribe and get these videos every week. Someplace over here. Around someplace like up here, you'll see a different subscribe button. That is for my classes. So if you want to be notified when my class is coming to your city or town, I keep a separate list for every city. And if you sign up for the mailing list there where it says register subscribe, you'll be on that mailing list and I will let you know. You got to make sure you give me your city and state. What else? Nothing else. As always, I invite you to share these videos far and wide. People seem to be really enjoying them. I love making them for you. I love helping. When people write to me and go, that helped, God, that's the payoff for me. So, again, welcome to comment down below. And I think that's all. I think that's all I have for you today. I failed my class. So, I lived and I live to act another day. So, all right, friends, I will see you next week. Actually, I won't. You'll see me. I can't see through this thing. Okay, bye.